Hello! What is up, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals? Welcome to 2022. We made it, that's the important bit. But I hope that you are doing well, and if not, I hope this video is a nice little break from the real world. But today, I'm actually doing a video that has been waiting for a really long time. So back in November of 2021, I mentioned while I was live streaming over on Twitch, link in description if anyone wants to come and see me unedited. I mentioned on a live stream once that I don't really buy much of anything unless it's on sale. Because one, money's is hard. I don't has a lots of it. Oh my god, you want me to pay how much for that? Oh no. But also, I feel like whenever you get to like Black Friday sales or big sales like that, you realise how much you're being fucking scammed the rest of the year. The fact that these companies are still making a profit while selling things at like 60% off. The fuck? Excuse me? Which means essentially, I'm not buying things at full price. I don't trust you. I know that you're making way more money from me than you need to. And if I waited just a little bit for a sale to come along, I can still get a bit of savings. And apparently you still turn a fucking profit off that. But yes, because of that, I don't really tend to buy much of anything. Just throughout the year as it goes, I try to wait wherever I can for a sale. But it also means I try my best to save up a lot of money to then use for the things, because I haven't spent it the rest of the year. And so that comes to a culmination, usually with Black Friday, because that's when most people do their huge sales, that the amount of money that I have spent on these things sounds disgusting. However, when you then divide that by 12 and imagine it all spread out slowly and smallly over an entire year, reasonable. And essentially I said to like Twitch chat, I was like, yo, literally I've saved up like over $1,000. Do you want me to do an insane stupid YouTube haul? And they were like, yes please, do the things, we will watch. So here I am, editing a little here. The full cut is 2 hours or something long, and so per Twitch chat request we're actually going to break it down into smaller bite-sized pieces. The supercut will also be available unlisted in the description, but main videos are going to be shorter because that's too much otherwise. Now, immediate disclaimer, for the purposes of YouTube clickbaity stuff, I may title this with like the full undiscounted price. Like I might say, I spent how much? Oh my god! And then like a thumbnail of me like, money! I might. I haven't decided yet. If you're watching this bit, means I probably. But my plan essentially is I'm going to show you what I got, but I'm also going to show you its original price, what I paid, and then on top of that, if I got any cash back towards it. Because here's the thing that a lot of people don't, I feel, make full use. There are lots of websites, such as the one that I primarily use is called Top Cashback, but you can also get it through if you have the Honey extension or the Pouch extensions for those in the UK. Pouch is like the UK version of Honey, where they will give you like cashback if you order through their site or using one of their clickable link things. Because what companies actually do, it turns out, is when they advertise on a website, they will sometimes pay the website a commission for sales through that site. So what websites like Top Cashback do is they essentially straight up say, hey, we're going to earn like 50 pence if you buy via us, so we'll give you like 20 pence of that. Because it means they're still making a profit for literally you just clicking a fucking link, but they're actually also giving you a little bit as well. So next thing I'm going to talk through is ASOS, because yet again, it's next in the pile. Now ASOS, I was able to get cashback on, so I will also, if I can, include the cashback percentages. I'm trying, I promise. So first things first, I got the Lottie London Stamp and Eyeliner Duo Love Edition in smiley face. Little smiley faces, you see them? See them? Yeah. And so with this, because it's a duo thing, one end is just eyeliner and the other end is the stamp. And this is the end I'm excited for. The main reason I was so excited for this, I fucking adore the upside down smiley face emoji. To me, it is the epitome of, this is fine. Like the dog in the room on fire, just like, this is fine. Just like, I'm great, I'm great, I'm doing good. And so I love it, and I wholeheartedly just plan to, you know how like e-girls will often do like a little heart under their eyes or something? I'm just gonna have upside down smiley faces under there from now on. So next thing I got is from Sleek Cosmetics, and it is the Lip Volve Gloss. I was like, it's a weird play on Evolve, I know it is. Yeah, essentially it's just a gloss that's meant to take you from a matte lipstick to a glossy one. I think Sleek only does matte liquid lipsticks at least. And so this is probably what they were like, instead of like, oh, we're not going to do a whole new formula, just do it yourself, love. Honestly, yeah, thank you. One of the things I like though is that it actually doesn't have like a doe foot applicator. It's actually like a paddle, just so that you can like spoon and glop on the gloss, you know? Because I find when you're trying to apply a clear gloss a lot of the time over something and it has a doe foot applicator, you're just gonna stain the app. How many people actually just wear a clear gloss on its own, not on top of anything else? I don't know, probably a lot of people, but I'm not one of them. For me, I use a clear gloss purely to make something that is not glossy enough or is matte glossy. So I don't want an applicator on there that I'm just gonna stain, because then you go to use it again and it spreads fucking brown on top of your pink or something, you know? Which is why I saw this and I was like, oh yes, perfect for me. And so the last two bits that I got from ASOS are both actually from Uoma Beauty, which I love. We have the Aphrodisiac Cleopatra ink eyeliner and the badass motherfucking lip liner in Simone. So I got the mini Cleopatra ink eyeliner because I often find with eyeliners, especially when I haven't used it before, when I'm like trying it out and testing it, I won't like fully commit to it because I want to try it out and compare it to my eyeliners that I actually currently go, yeah, this one works fucking great. And so I find that they just dry out before I get to the end of them. And I think it's, you know, it's probably partially that I work 5 days a week. I'm not putting on eyeliner every bloody day. But by the time I get to an eyeliner, I don't think I've ever managed to use one up before it's dried out. So I saw that the mini one was available and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get that instead. And then the lip liner in Simone is essentially just a beautiful dark brown lip liner, which I love, especially when I'm going for like a nude lip or something. Can I do this on cam? Ooh, there you go. Look at me being able to swatch on. Mwah. Oh my god, amazingly best YouTube. But yeah, essentially it's a lovely dark brown, which I love when I'm going for like a nude lip. I will do like a dark brown lip liner and then like a lighter shade in the middle to give me some more dimension. Also, did you like me explaining to you how a lip liner works, where you can do a shade lip? I know, right? Amazing. But yes, that is everything from ASOS. And now I will move on to Cult Beauty. So the first thing I got from Cult Beauty was the Watermelon Glow Hyaluronic Clay Pore Tight Facial. And the only reason I was able to say that so well is because it repeats it on the back for you. And so coming out, it's in a little pot like this, and you get a little spatula as well to scoop it out and get it on your face. It is, again, in like the lovely watermelon pink that they do for all of their Watermelon Glow stuff, but as it's like a clay thing inside of there, it is like a little bit of a darker colour than the usual bright pink that you get. I really do love Glow Recipe. Essentially in like 2021, I actually started doing skincare stuff for myself. I used to just, I don't know, put my face under the water in the shower a bit. But one of the first brands that I like found and I was like, ooh, this looks great, was actually Glow Recipe. I really love every product I've tried from there. It's great. And so I saw this and I was like, yes. So the other bits that I got from Glow Recipe were actually 2 items from Makeup by Mario. For those of you who aren't aware, Makeup by Mario has been Kim Kardashian's makeup artist for the past over a decade. He's like, she's my muse and stuff. They're great besties and all that stuff. But he recently came up with his own makeup brand. And I say recently, probably like a year ago. I'm slow at things. So the first item I got is the Master Crystal Reflector, which is a highlighter, and I got it in the colour Citrine. It is a wonderful, beautiful, like glowy highlighter thing. But actually it's primarily, he said, to put on the eyes to make like an eyeshadow like pop and to give it like that glisten and almost make it look like a wet look type thing. So I'm really excited to try this. I believe this came in 2 different shades. There was Citrine, which is this gold one, and then there was another one that was like pure silver, like ice white. And I was like, I don't really go for like eye looks that are like icy white that much, but also as like a highlighter in general, wouldn't suit me, but honestly, mwah, have fun. And then this is the Master Secret Glow, and it's in the shade Expensive. It only comes in 1 shade, but you know, may as well name the shade. And this, although you can't really tell when looking at it on camera, it's actually like a balm almost. And Mario says he uses it when he wants to give the eyes like a wet look, or when he wants to make the skin look more like glass skin and he doesn't want to put like full highlighter on. I'll actually use this. It's like a balm that you can like dab on and it will just give you that dewy wet skin look. So I'm very excited to try this out. So it actually reminds me a lot of the LH Cosmetics Infinity Glass, which is created by Linda Hallberg, I believe, which is a very similar thing. This one's in a tube and you tube it out, and it is almost like a clear lip gloss in many ways. I have found it can be a bit too sticky, especially because it does come in such a liquidy form. So I'm intrigued to see how this one would work if you were to like apply it to the skin, which would warm it, and then you could like tap it in maybe. I'm very intrigued. That was everything from Cult Beauty. Honestly, that's probably one of the smallest hauls I've ever done from Cult Beauty, but as I previously mentioned, I went through every single thing, finding every single discount and working out every single cashback for what was the best. Don't worry, the box that's coming from Beauty Bay is fucking massive. So next up, we have a few little items from Feel Unique. Feel Unique did have cashback available, I know that for a fact. I only got 4 items because, again, spent lots of time working out where was the best for everything. But I will do the listy things when I show you the item. So the first thing I got was the Natasha Denona Mini Love Palette. So they have a full love palette, but this is just a mini version. When looking at it, I really loved the shades. I thought that it would be a lovely little palette that you could just take with you if you're going travelling and do like a full eye look and do like a variety of eye looks as well with it quite easily. Natasha Denona can be quite pricey. So even for just this tiny palette of like 2 mattes and 3 shimmers, oh my. One thing I must say is I do have another mini Natasha Denona palette, which annoyingly I've lent to my sister, so I don't have here to show you. But the pans are much bigger in that one. Like, these pans genuinely are like half the size of the other one I've got, which I believe was like a mini holiday palette from like 2018. So yeah, when I was buying this, I did expect it to be the same size as the other one, because I'm pretty sure it was the same price as the other one, and it is bit shit, honestly, that they've made it smaller for the same price when it's already pretty overpriced. If I'd have known how tiny these pans were, probably wouldn't have got it. Next thing, more of a skincare item, but it is the CeraVe Eye Repair Cream. I feel like I have lots of like moisturisers at this point, fair few cleansers and stuff, but I don't really have any eye creams that I like love. Like, I have eye creams that I use and I'm like, yeah, this is fine. I think my favourite out of the ones I've currently got is probably the Glossy Bubble Wrap Eye and Lip Cream, but I'm not like, oh my god, this is amazing, this is so hydrating, this is everything I've ever wanted. And because I've heard very, very good things about CeraVe, and they say that it is about protecting the skin barrier and stuff like that, thought I'd give it a try. But the last two items that I got from Feel Unique were both actually by Beauty Bakery. For those of you who aren't aware, Beauty Bakery is an American-based, black-owned makeup brand. The owner, named Cashmere, I believe, has also survived cancer previously and stuff, and quite honestly, her story is just inspiring in many ways. And so the things that I got were the Brownie Bar face palette, and also I got a Sugar Sticks lip liner. So the Brownie Bar face palette is essentially a bronzer, contour and highlighter palette. Now the bronzer looks like it'll be pretty good shade for me, possibly ever so slightly too orange toned. The contour, probably too dark for me, but I can almost definitely make use of the highlighter. Weirdly enough, looking at this, my first thought is like, that'd be a good on-the-go eyeshadow palette for you, Aaliyah. And I'm like, you're not wrong. So who knows, if I don't think the shades look great on me, can always use it as an eyeshadow palette. Gotta be creative sometimes. This is the thing, because it is a black-owned company, I think this is definitely designed for someone who's a slightly darker skin tone than me. Weirdly enough, you'll sometimes find some black-owned companies still won't design things for like people of colour. They will still like aim for a white market, even though in like America beauty sales, black women make up like 60% of all sales. I don't know, but I'm very excited to try it. I am interested to see if I can get the bronzer shade to work for me. I don't think I'll be using the contour shade that much, but the highlighter also looks fucking beautiful. Little did I know, yet another thing would happen and be broken. Because of course. The Sugar Sticks lip liner I got in the shade Chocolate Therapy. Again, it's a dark brown. Can you tell that I like dark browns? Oh my god. Another thing that I genuinely think if it wasn't caught on camera, wouldn't believe it happened. For some reason it seems like this one of this lip liner was stuck at full, it's stuck at max, oh there we go, there's a touch there more. It was stuck at like max height, so it was fully all the way up and pushed up, and so as soon as I opened it, it broke. I've managed to push it down now, and I guess technically I can kind of use it because it's in there a bit, but especially when you get further down, that's gonna be wobbly as fuck. Okay, I'm quite disappointed again. Opening things that I've been excited for should be nice, and instead I'm just finding things that are wrong. Anyway, let's watch Chocolate Therapy, I guess. See, another dark brown. Doesn't seem quite as pigmented as well as I thought it would be, but it's not terrible. Also, I'm swatching on my hat. I don't know, Did you see that? I turned it once and it like pushed it all the way up. Okay. This is... I genuinely don't know if the camera caught that. And even if it did, if I can like edit it so you guys can see that. No, but I turned it once. Granted, it turns out, turned it the wrong way, but it just pushed the entire broken bit out and over there. I'm just going to put the lid on this, because the annoying thing is, because it's not actually in there properly, I presume, if I turn it upside down, yep, looks like the pen's starting to fall out again. Okay, cool. Love the concept of like a sugar stick thing, which I only know through baking. It's not really like a UK treat that people ever have. Yeah, came broken. Am I spilling tea? Is this a tea video now all of a sudden? One thing was broken, someone didn't pay shipping properly, another thing has sent the entirely wrong product inside. Oh my fucking god. Anyway, that's everything from Feel Unique. So the next shop that we are going to discuss is Look Fantastic. The first two things I got were both from Fudge Professional. There is a Clean Blonde Damage Rewind Violet Toning Treatment and the Clean Blonde Damage Rewind Violet Toning Conditioner. The next thing I got, again hair related, are the Cantu Carbon Melt Resistant Combs. There is a thicker comb that I would probably use like in the shower to like comb out my hair, and a thinner comb, particularly if I want to like style my hair, style wigs as well, it would actually be very useful for. Speaking of styling hair and styling wigs, I got the Cantu Edges Baby Hair Styler. So it's a common thing in like black culture for you to style your baby hairs, which are like the little hairs up here. And I don't really, but when I'm wearing wigs, I really like to, because especially with wigs, you can often find, even with like a lace front one, it can just look like a weird start-stop thing, and the baby hairs can really make it like look realistic. I'm not saying I'm good at that, but I'm saying I want to be good at that. So next I got the Dr. Pawpaw Tinted Peach Pink Balm. This is a balm similar to Balm.com now I'm realising, that you can use for your lips. You can also use it on your cheeks, any areas of dry skin, and this one is lightly tinted for a peachy pinky thing because I thought that would suit my lips. So that's the shade straight out of the bottle. As you rub it in, it like shears out and stuff, but it is still like a nice light pinky tone. So the next thing I got from here was the Lottie London Mega Brow Brow Shaping Wax. So this is very similar to the Beauty Bay Brow Wax, the Anastasia Brow Freeze, I believe. Lots of people are going more for the feathered, like laminated brow look, which I do also prefer, like a brushed up, bushy looking look. The issue I have is my hairs are unruly. They're also very long. I don't want to cut them shorter. I like them as long as they are. I just can never find any sort of brow thing that actually fucking holds them. Like, it might hold them for maybe like an hour, but not like properly. It comes with a tiny little spoolie, little tiny spoolie. This comes in both clear and dark, but I actually went for the clear shade. Now the interesting thing is, on the packaging and on all the advertising online, it shows it as this white clear thing, whereas it looks like pee. I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna have to say it. It looks pea coloured. So the final two things I got from Look Fantastic, I had only meant to get one of them and may have forgot to remove one from the basket. Two different Laura Mercier powders. This one is the Translucent Loose Setting Powder, but in the shade Honey. I actually own the original translucent shade. It's way too pale for me. I genuinely only use it for like SFX looks where I want to look like more gaunt or something, because it doesn't fucking work. And the deep dark shade that they had, way too dark for me. And then this is the Translucent Loose Setting Powder, but the light catcher version. And this one I believe I got in Honey Star. So the light catching powder essentially seems to be sort of their new version of the translucent glow that they used to do. It seems to be a bit more of like a softer, subtler glow. Actually, I couldn't decide which of these I wanted. I was like, do I want to just go for a normal powder? Do I want to go for like the light catchy, shimmery one because you like the dewy look? And I've ended up with both. I'm not mad about it, but maybe when I try them I will be. So that was everything from Look Fantastic. They again did have cashback, so I will try to make sure I include that in the prices, totals, lists, things. This is going to be so fucking much editing. The raw footage alone is so much. Oh my god. Good luck editing, Aaliyah. Godspeed. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Go fuck yourself, Pastor Aaliyah. So the next shop we are going to look at is the P. Louise Makeup Academy. So P. Louise is actually a makeup artist that's from Manchester in the UK, who the Makeup Academy essentially became famous for the P. Louise base that everyone was raving about, and people were finally using a properly designed eyeshadow base instead of just concealer or some shit on their eyes. They go very big on like the detail and design and like the artistry of even like the packaging of things. So like the boxes that these things came in, the little like cards that came inside the boxes. Mwah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sitting around and watching all of that, because I know that was a lot. I think I would definitely like to actually also do a video following this where I do like loads of first time makeup things. I'm pretty sure I've got enough stuff here to do an entire full face of first use makeup. but I definitely like to try something like that out. Give that a go. Like a full face entirely of first impressions. As I mentioned before, I know that this is excessive in many ways. I have essentially saved up for the past year, not bought many things, so that I can make sure I'm getting them at the best possible deal I can, but I still do understand entirely it is completely over the top and unnecessary. I blame Twitch chat for saying they wanted to see it. I also blame my BPD for erratic spending. Myself? Oh no no no! Don't blame myself. No no no. Why, when I'm nervous, is my go-to to give myself a fucking moustache? Guess who forgot to film an outro? It me. Thank you very much for watching. As mentioned, I am going to be posting all of the little different small snippet things, and then I will also link in the description below the full mega 2-hour unlisted thing. Cheers!